Why is that?
Because it's designed, you know, I think it's the root of all humor. When you struggle for nothing, you know, you need humor.
Yeah. Yeah. I call it like being like a baby duck caught in a six-pack holder.
Or when, what?
Like being like a baby duck caught in a six-pack holder.
Six-pack holder.
You know when you hold that, when they had the sodas or beer and they're holding those,
yes,
those plastic,
yes,
those holders,
yeah.
and you.
Yeah, so true. But it is the source of individual awareness. It is the source of a form of awareness that is not the herd. So, you know, it's designed to disagree. And in that, of course, there's a lot of struggle, but there is a door opening to what is not a human explanation, to what humans never managed to explain.
I have felt that many times. Well, it's pretty much my life.
Well, you're the projector, you guide me.
Okay, I will do this. So, hello, today I have the unique opportunity to speak with Alokanand Diaz, one of the early students of Ra Uru Hu, of the man who brought human design to, I guess, to the consciousness, I would have to say. And yeah, it's a very interesting study. What can I say about it? Yeah, it's definitely, so the things that in the basis of it has really helped me quite a bit. And so what we're going to do is we're going to speak with Alok today and talk about him and also a little bit about human design. So thank you for being here today.
My pleasure. Real treat.
So I like to make this whole process for the person I'm speaking with. So I like to start with my usual question. So in this moment, from your heart to you, if you felt free, you could be or do anything right now that is for you, what would that be?
Well, you know, I had the perfect day today.
Mm-hmm.
You know, my partner came yesterday. We laid at the pool. We didn't produce much. We just flowed along. That's me. Mm-hmm. You know, life is a party and there is no duty. Okay. Yeah.
So in a flow, so just that connection, allowing things to unfold as they did, no pressure.
No pressure and no goal. You know, no pressure behind and no goal ahead. Just like, yeah.
And
yeah.
So like to get to this place is kind of special, I would say, because for a lot of people, I mean, even myself included, I do like a little pressure because it does keep, you know, a match under my butt. And there are times when the freedom of no pressure, what you're saying, is really, really such a gift.
It's not about no pressure. It's more about no duty, because I know how to enjoy pressure, like you said. Mm-hmm. But, you know, but it's a pressure where I improvise. Oh, today I'm going to fix this thing that I've been thinking about fixing it for the last 15 years and never did. You know, so it's like, okay, no, just do things in the flow, not because I have an agenda. You know, mm-hmm. Not because I have an agenda where I have to, to sell human design and train people in human design, because that's my job. That's how I make my living, you know. But this summer, it's going to be 29 years that I've been dedicated to this. And I'm through with it in my head. You know, I don't need to share it with others or teach it to others. It used to be, besides what gives me money, it used to be, listening to myself was a way to see how clear it sits inside of me. Okay. Today there is it's beyond the mind. I don't think much about human design. I live it. I live the mystical aspect of it, because human design really, it turns the mystic into something ordinary, where the mystic is the natural. You could call it mystical, but for me, it's kind of like just back to the natural, the roots of being natural, just being, and not trying to design an agenda with your mind that's going to get you supposedly somewhere better.
Oh yeah, that eternal like conflict we create within ourselves to keep, we create an artificial obstacle course and trying to meet that and whatever narrative that comes with that.
Yes. And since I came to this house last year, I had a sense of, I was 60 last year. This year I'm 61. I had this sense of the end of the road, in the sense of, this is my place, in the sense that if I die here, it's okay with me. It's like, I can't think of a better place to die. And so there is no seeking, there is no, I wish there was something better than what I have. I wouldn't change a thing about my life.
That's a huge gift to have, because everything that we're programmed to, there's a contrast. There's a joy in striving sometimes, and at the same time, when the pressure's relieved, then there's that choice. And just because, and there's no, I guess, if I'm hearing you right, I want to make sure I'm getting what you're saying right. That complete freedom actually might be even hard for a lot of people to understand, because it might be actually even terrifying.
If I explain it to them, it actually sounds like the opposite of freedom, because freedom gives you this idea that you do what you want. Mm-hmm. And I don't do what I want in the sense, the first thing that comes to my mind. I do what I need to do. And what I need to do is not something I choose. It's like going to the bathroom, I don't choose that. It happens when it happens. Mm-hmm. And I don't interfere. Let's say I don't have to push myself, to meet the demands of my life. And that's very nice, because I've pushed myself, for most of my young life. I pushed myself a lot.
Can you give a contrast of how, for example, there was, like say before, you came to this understanding, or this, I'm going to call it an embodiment, because that's what it is, right? Mm-hmm. You're something you're carrying within your being, and like a contrast of time before and after, can you share something like that? Like an example, like something concrete, or.
Well, I used to be very much at the opposite end. I often mention that in my courses, how I was just a compendium of fear, anxiety, and nervousness, driven to find love outside of me. Okay, and then ending up with my self-esteem between some woman's legs. Mm-hmm. So human design freed me from that addiction slowly, okay, but with determination. It was, it was this searching, thinking everything important or real even is outside of me, like everything inside of me is imaginary, isn't real, and just what happens outside is real. To recognize that everything that happens is illusion, whether it happens outside or inside. You understand? So there is no my mind has no power to move me really. You know, I mean, I can watch how when it's more or less agitated, but I kind of, you know, normally I know exactly what's cooking, you know. I know what's going on. It's like, whatever, I'm stressed because I have too many appointments on my day, for instance, or, you know, nothing that throws me off balance. And that's very nice because I think I have been off balance most of my life and I've thrown a lot of people off balance. Then again, you know, sometimes by falling off balance, you can learn something. But, and I've been a good student, I guess. But yeah, it's nice to come to this place where you're not driven by those things, anxiety, fear, not even nervousness. Something nice about getting old.
Mm-hmm. Well, I often think that no matter, you know, what age we are, our kicks change.
Yes, yes.
And there's still now. Yeah, okay, so I have a you know, this pops up in my mind is what about, so is this kind of a surrender of purpose, so to speak, or is that just change texture and form and color for you in a sense?
It is, you know, it is a sense that my purpose is much deeper than my role of being a human design teacher. You know, in my design, beyond the surface of my design, I'm what we call an investigator martyr of consciousness. Okay, that's just the way the framework of my cognition, of my, you know, how I filter consciousness. And that's having me 24/7, whether I'm teaching or not. You know, I'm always digging the foundation of, you know, the consciousness field. It's just what I do. Okay. And of course, I've learned to enjoy that. And I've learned to enjoy that beyond, you know, having someone there to share with them what I understood, or, you know, it's just, I've learned to enjoy watching the movie. You know, when the first years when I heard Raz say, I'm just watching the movie, I would still wonder, like, what the hell is he talking about, you know? Then I slowly brought it together with, you know, Osho, which was the one who gave me my name before human design. He used to speak about the witness. And I was like, a witness? What is the witness, you know? So kind of like with 7 years with Osho and human design, I brought those two things together, and I have now a very clear sense of what they, you know, it's the same thing. You're a witness of your own movie. You're a witness of your own life. You're a witness of your experience, whatever that is. And that's nice. That's nice because I used to get stuck with people, you know, when you're looking for stuff outside, you know, and you never find what you look for. You just get stuck with things. And so it triggered a spiral of anger and a lot of wasted energy, you know, struggling for nothing and stuff like that. All of that's gone.
So was there, with the anger, was there, I think, even a period of when people speak like this, there is almost like a terror of stopping. Of stopping the trying to manipulate life.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think you gotta be lucky for that. Mm-hmm. It's not something that you can program or chase after, or, you know, if your spirit is ready to heal, then things happen so you can heal. That's my guess from what I have observed around me. You know, mm-hmm. Knowledge doesn't do it. You know, why some people get triggered and some people don't, it's a mystery to me.
Or even how people can be, say, stuck so rigid in a repeat pattern, a loop.
Yeah.
And I guess it comes, maybe it's a willingness to see, I think, is what I always thought. You know, if we person, okay, this is painful, this is challenging. What do I need to see? that keeps me repeating this again and again and again.
Yeah. No, there is real limitation. I think there is a time where seeing things is essential. And if you pass this time, it's, you know, last train we get is around what we call the Uranus opposition between 38 and 42, 43. The midlife, the famous midlife crisis, you know. It's like life telling you, what about you? I mean, you want to live for real, or you want to live this, you know, this, not the real thing. You want the real thing, or you want to keep doing this for the rest of your life? And normally it hits hard, but still, not everybody gets it, even though I do think that there is more happy people on the planet today than there have ever been. You know?
How so? How do you like, especially in the way times are like now, how would you define that?
Well, I think it's just a consequence of the multiplicity and diversity of opportunity that our time offers. You know, there's more information than ever, and in advanced countries, you know, traveling has been normal for you know, never for such big numbers. Like never there were so many people that had more than they needed. Okay, to think about, okay, what could I do with this, you know, excess, not having to worry about what I need, because what I need is there. And I think that opened up a lot of, you know, ways for creative expression and people searching for alternative ways of living and being. And so, yeah, I know a lot of people who have learned to live, you know, learned to live an alternative life, risked, you know, not betting it all on security, but, you know, taking risks, and a lot of people who actually managed to, you know, studied with nothing and then just found a creative way and ended up making a living doing something they love to do, like myself, you know. That's amazing. I mean, you know, I'm the son of immigrants, of Spanish immigrants from the 60s in Germany. I'm from a poor family, so and yet life just, you know, opened doors. Often I thought, what did I do? What did I do to deserve this? You know, that others, and I can't see a thing other than, yes, I jumped. You know, when I saw a door, I jumped, not knowing where it was taking, but other than that, those are, you know, decisions. Those are the things that can be so transforming. This is so beautiful what you made there, so colorful. It is so me.
I have you flowing in the cosmic with you know, you see the streams of Maya flowing around you.
Yes.
And you're just there floating away. Oh, I gotta put a little bit of smoke here.
Yes. Yes.
That's what it needed. I thought I was missing something.
Yes, I love it. Love it. I love the background. Very beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
I appreciate your insights today. This was really thanks for sharing such a beautiful way your experience of that and your embodiment. I appreciate that. Now, if this resonates with others who may be seeing this, how do they find you?
Oh, my website is www.yourownauthority.com.
Okay.
I don't know if I need to apologize. You know, I don't like to hide behind my role that, oh, I'm a human design teacher. This is a human event, and you asked me a human question, and I answered. You know,
no, it was perfect, and no, but it showed it was not an either or; it was a yes and. And so that's what I got from it. I mean, from what I could hear, from my understanding at this point, so that is what I got. And it was really lots of fun. This cartoon flowed quite quickly.
Wonderful. So will I get a copy of this?
Yeah, I'm going to send you right away, and you'll get it shortly. I'm just going to say thank you so much for being here, and
thank you very much.
I look forward to connecting again. Thank you.
It was fun, Mark. Thank you.
Pleasure. My pleasure.
Bye.